Hey folks, Foggy here. Welcome to day 360. The first two digits are what we need, 3 and 6. We're just 6 days away from the end of the year and being done with this year. Somebody asked if I was going to do this again, and the answer is no, absolutely not. We have another rolling right here. This is also a bit something I got from PNP Arcade. This is called Gryphon Delivery Service, Legends of DSyx Games by Robin Gibson. We're going to give it a quick try. I'm not sure how it's going to go. It's a little confusing, but essentially you're playing Gryphons and you're delivering things. So we're going to assign 4 dice. We're going to assign each dice to a Gryphon. But I'm not sure why I have an extra dice. I only need 3 because there's only 3 Gryphons, right? I'm not crazy. So I think I'm rolling 4 dice and I'm picking 3. So that might make a little more sense. All right. Let's go ahead and roll. We got 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter which one I go with because I can only move one of them the first turn anyway. Of the Vilda of Goblin and Lauza of Dragonslayer have to both wait. So they're not going to go right away. Ori the Grounded, however, can use any one of these and will then go. So we're going to go ahead and have Ori. We'll go ahead and Ori pick 6. Just to get this out of the way, this is going to land on a Goblin encounter. Select any item type and roll 1 die. And we either lose all, lose half, lose none, or double. So we don't have any items there. So it doesn't really matter. So we're on to round 2. We've got 1, 2, 2, and 5. We're going to move both Avilda and Ori. Now, people cannot end up in the same spot that they were before. I kind of want to go with 5 for Avilda, but they also have +1 speed. So what the +1 speed means is that if I did pick 5, we'd add 1 to that, get 6. That would actually push Vilda onto the same spot that Ori was on, and we actually can't do that. You can't have a Gryphon visit a space that another Gryphon has been. So our Gryphon here is going to start and go either here for the ale or, yeah, we're going to do, we're just going to do 3. So we're going to send Awilda off to get some gold. They're going to gain 1 gold. And then Ori is going to get either 1 or 5. And I think I might as well just have Ori take 5. And we'll push Ori up to here. Try to get a little distance there. And that's going to give me 1 ale that I can then use later. Or deliver later, depending on how things may go. Round 3, we're going to get to move all 3 of them. So I rolled 2 5s, a 2, and a 6. So Lousy is +2. But then may re-roll any assigned dice. I think I'm going to move Lousy there so Lousy can pick up a scroll. We're going to move Ori. We're going to assign Ori the 2, but we're going to subtract 1. Now, this may subtract 1 from speed. We don't have to subtract 1 from speed. We're going to gain a gold. And then finally, we can assign a 5 or a 5 to Avilda. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then add 1 for speed. That puts Avilda at the fairy encounter. So we're going to roll 1 die for the fairy encounter. And we roll a 1 and gain 3 potions. So that is a good fairy encounter. All right, let's go ahead and roll. All right, we have 1, 1, 4, and 5. Lao can't move unless if I choose 1, because there's just not enough space. 4 or 5, Lousy can move. And I think what I want to do is I want to assign the 4. That'll put Lousy on the potions. Awilda cannot go any further with the 1. So it would have to be the 5. That would put Awilda on the goblin counter, which actually might be a plus. We're going to roll. We're going to select, let's select scrolls. Roll to 1, we lose all scrolls. Unfortunately, we don't have any scrolls. And we also gain an ale at a goblin encounter, so that's a plus. And then so I could have Ori go one forward to go to that delivery spot. And I will. So on the delivery spots, if the shaded one's in, you can either sell items or you may increase the market value of an item type. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the market value of the scroll by 1. That means scrolls are now worth 2 each. All right, we have 1, 3, 6, and 6. So Lousy can go 1, 2, 3, land on a scroll, which is a good thing. 4, 5, get to the potion. Does have a potion to sell and could also increase the value of the potion, which I think is probably going to be better. Or 6, which would put me up by the scrolls, and I can increase the value of the scrolls or sell a scroll. I don't want to get too caught up in, like, I feel like what I need to do is I just need to focus on increasing things, and then near the end we'll sell a whole bunch of stuff. So I think I'm going to send Lousy using the 3 up to this spot, and we'll go ahead and increase the potions up to 2. Ori cannot get past where Ori is right now. Cannot move past 1, so would have to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ori is stuck. Awilda can either move. We'll either go up to the Therian counter. No, not the Therian counter. We'll go to the scroll here, and I think that's where we're going to send him. There we go. And Awilda picks up a scroll. Awilda, by the way, can pass things to adjacent scrolls. Adjacent Gryphons, so that is something that may be helpful down the road, because I can have Awilda dump off a whole bunch of stuff. I can have Awilda go up and pick up potions, which I think is what I'm going to do, because that's +2 speed. What you don't want to do is you don't want to send all of the Gryphons. Once any Gryphon goes off the track, that's it. You're done. So we're going to pick up that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So pretty much Ori has to go towards the Therian counter here. And we'll gain 1 additional potion as a result. Ari, I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll gain a +1. So we're going to send Ari, we're going to use the 6 and send Ari to a Goblin counter. And we're going to send Ori to a Therian counter, which is not great for either one of them. For the Therian counter, Ori loses 1 of each item, so loses the 1 ale and then gains 1 potion. So not great. Ori, Awilda, roll up the Goblin counter. I'm going to choose scroll 6, double the scrolls, plus we'll gain an ale. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff on Ari at this point, Awilda at this point. I really need to start dumping that off. Also, I can pass a whole bunch of things to Lousy if I wanted to. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass all my potions off to Lousy. I don't know if I remember to move Lousy or not. Yeah, I did. All right. So Lousy can go +2 and use one of these 2s to deliver some potions. And we're going to have Lousy do that. So Lousy is going to deliver all these potions. It was 5 potions for a total of, I'm not sure where to write that in, for a total of 10 gold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see, Ari can move either 3 spaces or 5 spaces. 3 spaces would put him on a ferry. I think that's what I'm going to do so that I can also then, actually no, we're going to send, we're going to use the 4. That'll put Awilda here. Awilda will then pass over all scrolls to Lousy and pick up an ale. then Ori can go 2. So Ori's going to go here and pick up an ale. All right, we've got a number of different items here. Ori doesn't have any scroll, so that's not really going to help. I can do 4 or 5, so I can sell that 1 ale, or increase the price of ale. I can use the 4 with a Wilda to sell ale. Yeah, I'm seeing a plan here come together. So we're going to use Ori to go 5, land on the ale, and increase the price of ale. We're going to use the 4 for a Wilda. That will put a Wilda on this ale here. Then we'll sell the ale for a total of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're left with Lao going either 1 or 2, plus 2. We may as well have them go use the 1 to end up here and increase the value of potions, any potions that might be remaining. Just not a lot. All right, so we got 1, 2, 4, and 5. We don't want Ari to get that much further, a Wilda to get that much further. A Wilda doesn't have anything to give either. So all a Wilda can really do is increase the price of things, specifically scrolls, but I don't have a way to get a Wilda onto that next scroll. So yeah, that's not good. I can increase the price of potions if there's a way for me to pick up any more potions, but I don't think there is. I think the best I can do is that ferry. Yeah, we're gonna send Ori to the ferry here by using the 2. We're then gonna roll this to see how Ori does. Rolls a 4, gain 1 of each item, plus also gains a potion. So now it has 3 potions. We're going to do Lousy 1 and then plus 2 puts Lousy there. So Lousy can sell scrolls. Yeah, Lousy can sell the scrolls for 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then finally, that's not good because I don't have anything else for a Wilda. Yeah, I think I may have just screwed up. I think I've just lost. I think the game's over at this point. I think in my head, I was thinking that I would pass. You know, we're going to pass. We're going to knock this down by 1. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure Lousy still has the 3 souls. We're going to assign Lousy that, and so now that's going to increase up to 5. And the reason we're doing it this way is Lousy can actually re-roll. And rolls a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll put Lousy on the barrel. Is there something else I can do? I mean, I can use a scroll to move 1 less space. All right, well, we're going to do that. We're going to put Lousy up here. Sorry, Lousy's going to go here. It doesn't have any ale to get rid of, so I'll increase the value of ale. All right, 1 last turn. We need to get, I'd love to be able to get, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything else. I need to get Ori to a place to sell, and unfortunately, I think the best place I can do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't think there's any way I can actually add speed. I can use 2 scrolls to go up 1, but I've only got the 1 scroll. So I think at this point I'm kind of screwed. So I could assign this to Lousy. It's going to be 4 total. Then just to get rid of all the scrolls and just increase the scroll by 1. But no matter what, I mean that's not a good thing to do. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep the scrolls. Where can I get Ori to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can sell it for 2 for 1 gold. Okay, we're going to send Ori here. Ori's got 6 items. We're going to sell that for 3 gold. 1, 2, 3. Has no more items. And Ari and Awilda leaves the board. Lousy leaves the board, and that's the end of the game. So how did I do in terms of score? Well, it's 5 points for every gold. So with 22 points, that's 110. Plus you get 1 point for every additional item. So that's going to be 3 items, and that's a total of 113. I have no idea how that is in terms of other people's score. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you followed along and you rolled the same dice. How did you do in terms of score? And that is the end of day 360. We've got 5 more days to go. I'll see you tomorrow.